son, I think it's time for me to tell you my story. World War II was a very important time for me and my family. We were given these terrible stereotypes. People like your grandpa and grandma broke through these stereotypes, despite the hate that was forced onto them. Great-grandpa Chi traveled the Pacific Ocean in 1908 as a teenager. He felt like an outcast because of his Christian religion. So, he traveled to Sacramento, California. Wow, I'm here! I can't believe it! Fortunately, Lesu, thank you, Jesus. Oh, my family will be so proud. Oh, first thing I need to do is find a job. Great-grandpa Chi was a very hard-working man. He had a very wide assortment of jobs. But his dream was to open his very own small business. That dream was slowed down when he met his wife, Great-grandma Matsuya. She was born in America and had never been to Japan. And then they wanted a child, so they had me, a young Japanese-American boy born in Sacramento, California. Oh, my family, it's so beautiful. I have everything I could ever ask for. A wife, a new home, a child. Well, except for my dream of a small business. That dream was soon met when he opened his very own shoe shining shop. It was small, but it satisfied my dad. During that time, I was living like any other kid. I had friends who were both Japanese and white. And I went to an amazing school with great teachers. I remember one day, I was playing with a bunch of white boys when my mom called me inside. Her hands were sweaty and her eyes were bulging. And I heard what was on the radio. American ships have been reported torpedoed on the high seas between San Francisco and Honolulu. Yesterday, Japan has attacked Malaya. And today, Japan has attacked Midway Islands. Japan has therefore undertaken a surprise offensive attack. The facts of yesterday and today speak for themselves. No, this can't be happening. Oh, what will my friends think of me now? Oh, how will America react to this? Why does Japan have to do this now, when everything is perfect? Japan had killed over 2,400 people and wounded over 1,000. It was terrible, and we had to face the consequences. I remember a couple of my Japanese friends and I, Chen and Lewis, were playing outside with slingshots when a writer and a photographer came up to us and said they wanted to do a story on us. I was so happy, and afterwards I told my mom about it. Hey Mom, guess what? I'm going to be the newspaper. Yes, me. Me, Chen and Lewis were playing outside, and a photographer and a writer said they wanted to do a story on us. Oh, can you believe it? Because I can't. We waited for that newspaper that had me in it. And then when we saw what was on it, we were astonished. Here's what the title was. 3 Japanese American boys becoming soldiers about to revolt. That's not what we were doing. We were just having fun. It doesn't make any sense. And everything just started to take a turn for the wrong. My mom, she started to be physically harassed by people in her workplace because of her ethnicity. She eventually got fired for no reason at all. Then my dad came home with tears in his eyes. He told me that the police had him stop his business. His business he had been working for his entire life, waiting ever since he got to America, just to be shut down for nothing he did. Then I started to be mocked at school, with friends that I used to be friends with, now calling me stupid names. Didn't make sense. Dad, why do they have to be so mean? Why can't we all just share this country? We're all people. We all matter. Because we have slits in our eyes means that you can't own your own business. Just because we have a little bit of an accent, Mom can go to the workplace and not be harassed. And just because my teeth stick a little means that I can go to school and not be mocked. I just don't understand. We lived being chained to the ground by the policy America had given us. We slowly became outsiders, looking into the American dream. But it wasn't any use. And then my dad, he came home with a pamphlet Executive Order 9066 say that all Japanese Americans must be sent away to internment camps. Everything just started to go wrong. But we didn't ask questions. And I know it's crazy. We're being thrown into jail and we're not asking questions? That seems somewhat stupid, but we just wanted to show America that we're not a low-life Jap. We're strong individuals who know what's right and want to help this community. But they didn't care. They didn't see anything that wasn't a white-skinned European. And if you weren't that, then you didn't matter. We were sent away to internment camps and given a number. That's all we were, a number. Dad, why do we even have to go to Tool Lake, California? I want to go home and play with Chen and Lewis. Something, anything, to get my mind off of this. I don't know what this is. This is discrimination. I was born in the USA and deserve to be here just as much as anyone else. Didn't matter though. We were sent to our internment camps and then sent to our living quarters. I don't think they even qualify as living quarters. They're a bunch of cheap beds shoved into a long, skinny barn. But even though we were given nothing, we tried to make the best of the situation. We held dances in the big barn. We had former nurses take care of the sick. And we even had a school run by Japanese American teachers. We just lived in a dystopian makeshift society, apart from the real world, far away from those fences. Every night I went to bed, I still remember what they called us, Jap Trap, and all these other things. We were being made fun of for no reason at all, just because we looked different. Then one day, a miracle happened. My mom, she got a letter from a lawyer by the name of James Purcell. He was going to challenge the U.S. government. He had a case, but he needed a name to go with it. She was perfect. She was Methodist, and she never had been to Japan. So, I had to convince her. Mom, you have to say yes. Please, 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 I'm begging you. This camp and all the other ones all over the country are counting on you. You, Mom, please say yes. My mom eventually did say yes. We got a petition signed that was denied in July, but we accepted in August. I went to the court case with my father and I. It was the most exciting thing I've ever been for something usually so boring. I still remember the exact words from the court case. Loyalty is a matter of the heart and mind, not of race, creed, or color. And what he said after that made me the happiest boy alive. Mitsuya Endo is entitled to unconditional release by War Relocation Authority. My mom came out of the courtroom and I jumped in her arms and gave her the biggest hug I've ever given anybody. But I didn't expect what she would say next. Actually, honey, I think I'm not going to accept release. It's like you said, this whole camp and all the other ones all over the country are counting on me. I'm pretty sure everyone will get out soon. I hope you understand. At first I didn't, but what she did led to a revolution. Just under a year after that, everyone was let free. Everyone had a chance to escape. Now, grandson, I tell you this story not for you to feel sorry for me, but to instead use your voice. We didn't have a voice, but you do. Tear down